Yo, what's the business? Your local neighborhood Suparig off in this thing. And welcome to Social Surfing with Suparig. I'm gonna fade it out like this and then figure it out later on. Oh, there's a button right there. Welcome, y'all. What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's your local neighborhood Suparig off in this thing. Welcome to my channel, the Suparig Show, where I'm gonna be talking about millennial stuff, but for right now, I'm gonna just be surfing on the web. I got some videos I'm working on that will be kind of like regular YouTube stuff, but I'm be honest, I just like going live running my mouth. I gotta be honest, you know how it is. Tiptoe, what's the business? That's an OG, triple OG, over from my other channel, the Struggle Stream, with my boy Brisk. So make sure if you are not subscribed over there, you go subscribe over there. We are focused on more hip hop and entertainment news over there. Over here will be more just, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna figure it out and stuff. What's up, Als? What's good? Let's see. Tiptoe said, to answer your question in a poll, I gotta say, F and no. Just like I wouldn't go in the ocean and explore what's down in yeah, I don't be understanding that myself. Tiptoe. Well, you know what? It's levels to it, right? Like I'm pretty adventurous though, but depending on what the device is, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna have to be like several trips, like at least 18,000 people done had to go ahead of me, you know what I mean? So I feel you on there, but I might do both. I can see myself going to space and I don't know about the ocean because I can't swim good. I can't swim good at all. What's up, Als? Oh, so this channel, I'm reviving this channel. This channel is actually dead. This channel, I started this channel like around the pandemic, and it was me and my daughter's channel, so I'm going to try to necessitate the channel and make it a millennial zennial destination type place. So yeah, that's where everybody is. Vintage Manny Fresh sound and intro beat. Hey, that is a Suparig original. So thank you. I'm glad it got compared to somebody so dope as Manny Fresh. Those were paid influencers. I ain't going. Yeah, but you want to know something? This how I test something, right? Because we about to talk about that. We about to talk about Gail going up. I ain't even know who else went up, but we gonna talk about Gail going up specifically, and just the whole trip. And we gonna talk about other stuff. I'm basically just gonna go through tabs and we just go scroll through social media. But I wanted to talk about the Gail thing because I didn't even know this was occurring. I ain't know folks was going to outer space. Excuse me. I didn't even know folks was going to outer space. I found out today. I was like, wow. And it ain't like she knows spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only gonna get myself maybe, I don't know. No, because once I get to a certain, like, once I hit 80, if I make it to 80, I'm doing everything at that point. I'm gonna go to space, go underwater. I'm gonna take a tour of haunted houses, things of that nature, like, because I'm already on the way out. It's nothing to preserve at that point. You know what I'm saying? I make the 8. To me, 80 is I done won life. And then I'm just dear life in the face, like Final Destination and stuff like that. What's up, Poison Ivy? I'm not going out of space. They got to be quicker than that to get to give me. I'm really not understanding though the whole point of just looking down at the Earth and then come back down. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's go and take a look. Let's go and get started. See what these folks talking about. And for the first time ever on a poll I have put up, it's 100% no. it is y'all done 100% said no to going to outer space. All right. So let's just check that out real quick. Let me see. Where is it at? And then we just go through some stuff I already had lined up. So where is this at? So this Gail right here, you know what I'm saying? She done took took off in the rocket. This is her story. This is her actual retelling of the situation. Let's watch and see what she had to say about it. I hope the audio work on this thing. Let's see. Is it work? Nope. Hold on. Let me fix it real quick. Let me go on and fix that. There we go. All right. Here we go. I lied to you. Oh, I didn't press the unmute. Instagram is so trash with the unmute button. Oh, okay. It's down there. All right. Here we go. Let me refresh it one more time. Here we go.
The launch ago, all 5 of us in the capsule, well, we were, every time I look at this picture, guys, I can't believe that I'm sitting there in seat number 5. We shared something truly very special, including the weightlessness. You know, you can't rehearse weightlessness. You can't practice that. They tell you what it's going to be like, but it really is like nothing else.
You took a giant leap facing your fears yesterday, but you were also, a bit of another small step in the continuing evolution of space tourism. I mean, down to the second yesterday, your flight was textbook. It's unusual to have the perfect weather and no mechanical delays, everything on time, on target. Your 10.5-minute flight, 66 miles straight up, went just as Blue Origin drew it up. And the reusable rocket that launched you was its 3rd trip to space. We all heard on the ground a sonic boom just before it landed. It was almost as loud as the applause from spectators once your capsule landed. And all of this yesterday is another example of what Blue Origin owner Jeff Bezos told me after he landed from his own trip to space back in 2021, that it'll take more and more launches like this one to make spaceflight feel more like commercial flight.
It is still a blur to me, but when they gave the launch a go, all 5 of us in the...
So first off, I want to check out something real quick because I think they said it was 5 women. Let me make sure this was correct. Blue Origin. Yeah. Let's see who all went. I gotta see who all went. Here go Oprah. Oh, you see Oprah stayed her ass down here. Oprah's like, yeah, no, I'm good. You ain't going up there, Gail. Yeah, I'll be here when you get back. All right, so let's see. Who is these? All right, so they got them up here looking like Power Rangers. This looks like they got them up here looking like the real life Fantastic Four. Hold on. Make sure I got this correct. Yeah, they got them up here looking like the damn Fantastic Four. For real? That's the suit. That's really the suit. Hell no. So they up here. Who all went? Let's see what the names is. So for her part, Sanchez, who was joined with an all-female mission by King singer Katy Perry. That was one of them. Was Katy Perry? Which one was? Oh, that's Katy Perry. Katy Perry got a weird looking face. And she got a foot face. That's a foot. That is a foot face. Let's see who else went. Rocket science, Aisha Bow, scientist Amanda Nguyen, and film producer Karan Flynn. Let's see if I can guess who is who. So that's Gail. That's Footface. And this look like she Sanchez. And that's Nguyen for sure. And that's got to be the Aisha. What was her name? Yeah. That's Aisha, and then that's her. Okay. All right, cool. They said, let's see. I would love to have them come to Blue Origin and see thousands of employees that just don't work here, but all right, that's cool. So they was up there floating. Some of her plastic surgery almost came off. All right. So what's the whole point of the Blue Origin? Because I need to know before I go up there. What? Let's see. Blue Origin's goal. What is their goal to do? It says Blue Origin is working to achieve these goals by building reusable rocket engines to reduce the cost of space travel and make sure. But okay, but why? What do you mean? According to his website, the organization aims to leverage space resources to benefit Earth. What? as well as expand humanity's presence in space through increased transportation and the creation of living and working destinations in the low Earth. Or oh, I seen this show. Y'all ever heard of this TV show? This for all my nerds out there. It's called yeah. I know what they doing. I know exactly what you're Gundam. Yeah, yeah. Y'all seen this show, Mobile Suit Gundam? All right, they go build some outer space, colonies floating in the air. All right, they go send all of the I forgot which one it is. I don't know if on Gundam all the rich people still on Earth or all the rich people went to space. But the whole goal is get rid of poor people. Okay, they trying to get rid of us. So they probably want the Earth. Cause what the hell I want to go into space for? What is it? Ain't even no air in space. And I don't want no. And they trying to make everything American made. I don't want no American made air. And I don't want no Chinese made air neither. I'm staying down here. Everything up there gonna be made by somebody. I want to be down here where it's just coming from Mother Nature and stuff. That's what they gonna do. That's what they trying to do. Our mission, our vision is millions of people living and working in space. Hell no. I seen this movie. I seen, another movie where they letting you know it's the okie doke. Total Recall. Okay. Total Recall is what's going on, what they trying to do. And this what's happening. This what happened on Total Recall when your ass run out of when you can't pay your air bill, you go look like this. When they kick your ass out the bubble. Yeah, no thank you. No mas. No mas. Yeah. Oh no. No, I ain't even know it got that bad. Yeah, I ain't going there. They tripping. Now, another thing I got a question is, it's very ironic. They got 5 women, and I think the only reason and look at this the shape of this spaceship. Okay.
The capsule. What?
Now I'm not trying to be mannish, but y'all just tell me, what that look like. And I'll be actually honest. This footage don't even look real. Like this don't even look like no real ass footage. That look fake as hell. Okay. This look like a CGI dildo going into the atmosphere. But hey, what can I say? But that's what it looked like. And if I was a woman, I wouldn't have went. If I was a woman, I would be like, so y'all go send us on the dick rocket. Really? We can't get no regular spaceship. That'd be my first. Cause what happened to this? What happened to these spaceships right here? They don't make these no more. What happened to the plane looking joint? What happened to the shit that just looked like a extra big plane? They're just making wing rockets now? Hell no. No, I want to get on the plane one. If anything. That's if I was a woman. Hell no. Yeah. And where all that fire coming from? That's a lot of fire. No, I'm not going to space. Let's see what y'all talking about off in this thing. Let's see who else up in here. Hey, Als. Oh, you talking about the hair implants for men live? That was really sad. I was not playing. Last night I really was thinking about what was his name? Charles. Or I forgot what his name was, but I was thinking about old buddy that had the tears in his eyes who just wanted his hair back and wanted his wife. I'm not going to outer space. They got to be, okay, we seen it. Al said, I'd much rather aliens come get me. Why would I make their job? Exactly. So check this out. This what was crazy. They said, I think they said, let me see, officials that recover UFO. I want to say just today. I could have swore that was last year. I guess it was last year. And I'm trying to find a reputable. NPR is reputable. U.S. recovered non-human biologics from UFO crash sites, former intel official says. Now, this was 2003, and this is NPR. This is national security, whatever. And dude's name was Ryan Graves, executive director. And he testified in Congress that they claim that the U.S. government has operated secret multi-decade reverse engineering program of recovered vessels. He also said that the U.S. recovered non-human biologics from alleged crash sites. But while the topic of the Little Mean Green Men didn't come up, much of the discussion centered on improving processes for reporting unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAPs, the military term for UFOs. Increasingly, UAPs refers to anomalous rather than aerial phenomenon to account for sightings in both air and water. All right, y'all. Look, we about to go somewhere real quick. I wasn't expecting us to go here tonight. All right, we go on and put this on, okay? Now, I don't know if y'all ever heard of this website. It's called 4chan. All right, it's like super. Now I have nothing bad to say about y'all 4chan, because 4chan will come wreck your life, okay? But it was a post on there some years back, and they was talking about this program that the military had, and I think it was located around where the Bermuda Triangle is. Okay, I know y'all done heard of the Bermuda Triangle. Some the planes, aircraft, watercraft go there, don't come back sometimes. Apparently, underneath the what is it? Oh, allegedly and apparently, underneath the Bermuda Triangle in the water is this base type thing, right? And it's alien or whatever. And the US been fighting with this, and not fighting like they trying to beat it, but like they flew some stuff and sent some stuff down there, and it would get sent there, and either wouldn't come back, or if it came back, it was took all the way apart. Like it was all the way apart. And they started, they haven't communicated with it, but they'll send stuff, and they done found like pieces of they technology or whatever, and there's some stuff that ain't on Earth. And apparently they've been set up shop underwater for the longest. All right. And also, we still on this. We it's very strange to me that people think that we, us humans, us, that we, not only are the only thing in this vast universe, but if, because if we the only thing, that means we the highest intelligence organism in the earth. If we the only thing here in the universe, it really, us humans, we the top of the food chain in the universe. Ain't nothing. Do y'all do? And it's crazy, the people that believe. I be like, do y'all look at how we act and what we do, what we fight about, and not even what we fight about, what we like, in the stuff we how we talk. We on Earth, we let a dude, a fake dude, blow up and become a hip hop artist when he don't know nothing about no hip hop. This is one thing. They trying to knock off. They trying to knock me off. Of course, it's other beings. The other beings that's out there in my thought process, they the ones that made us, and they come check on us every once in a while. They be like, they still down there. They still stupid down there. Remember that time we flooded them? Yeah, they like them roaches we had made. Yeah, but the roaches, we like the roaches better. Yeah, we gonna set them on fire next time, but we got other shit to do. We'll be back though. That's what I think personally. Okay, I ain't know we was gonna go to the tinfoil hat theories. But that's how I feel about the situation. Okay. And then we want to go outside. We want to go to space. The Blue Origin want us to go out and be slaves in space. Space slaves. Cause that's all it is. Blue Origin want to be slaves. And then they want to keep all the land and stuff down here. Y'all seen Soylent Green? Who done seen that movie Soylent Green? Soylent Green. This is one of the greatest movies of all time. One of my teachers, one of my biology teacher, he made us watch this movie one time. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with Soylent Green, I think this movie was based in like 2002 or some shit like that. Let me see because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. I don't want to spoil it for yeah. It was in the year 2022. Okay, this is what they thought 2022 was gonna be, and the Earth was overpopulated in all the major metropolises, and outside the major metropolises, it was no land. Okay, apparently all the animals and shit, it was a wrap. Wasn't no more animals and stuff. So the governments of the world fed people some shit called Soylent Green. Okay, now over the course of the movie, it's kind of like a detective story with the late great Charleston Heston playing this detective. He's trying to find out what happened to his friend. Now in the future, they have y'all know how I hate how they trying to get us to change our language and shit, but I'm gonna say it because I want this channel to be successful. They got unalive stations where you can choose to alleviate yourself from the horrid existence that is the future. So his homeboy was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna clock out. Now when you clock out, you go in there and they have you in this like VR thing, and you know what they have you looking at? You get to choose what you want to look at, but most people look at birds, bees, forest, nature, and all of that stuff, right? Because that nobody can see that no more. It don't exist. Well, I'm not gonna ruin the ending of the movie, but halfway through you find out it's still cows. It's still all this. The rich people got it. It's still nice areas like there, but the rich people, the only people that got access to it. Okay. So my thought is the Blue Origin want to send everybody up to the space station, right? And that's probably why they call it PlayStation. So most niggas be like, oh, it's a new PlayStation? I'm going to the PlayStation. It's a whole PlayStation in the sky? I'm like, no, niggas. It's a space station. They trying to get rid of us. Okay, don't fall for the okie doke. That's probably why they call it the PlayStation, to get us acclimated with going to the station. But they gonna send everybody up there. All right, white dudes too. Everybody, send them up there. Then they have the Earth, have all the cows and stuff. Where a cow go be at in the space? Where they go graze at in the space station? All the carbon and stuff it emits. They ain't no space for no. They can't have no cows in space, so they gonna have them all down here. But that's just what I think. What? Let me see. What say y'all? What say y'all on this? And yeah, please hit that like button, especially if you was on this 10-4 hat tip. What's up, Luna C? They make space colonies so they disappear people and say they on the colony. Right. Austin Powers and Ocean Military Base allegedly. Yeah, I done met some folks that had some crazy positions in the military, and they always, for some reason, people like to tell me stuff that they ain't supposed to be telling me, but they all end up stopping at a certain point, and then don't tell me no more after that. And I don't never push or ask for no more. I done talked to enough people that I'm talking about was in it for years and stuff. You gave me enough to put together a picture. And I asked some questions. I would ask some questions, and they just look at me like, they give you that Cat Williams look like, like that, and I was like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh right, they said on Google Earth, people checked and they blurred it. Yeah. What they don't want us, man? Hey, that's how folks gonna be when they finally shut off them rockets. Once folks go up to the space tunnel thing. Yeah, ain't nobody got time to be going to space and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I thought Blue Origin was about. I thought Blue Origin was gonna be on some, so we could go like from New York to California real fast. Like I would take a Blue Origin flight if it could get me from New York to LA in an hour, or from Dallas to Disneyland or Disney World in 30 minutes or something like that, or from here to Hawaii in an hour. You know what I'm saying? I thought that. I ain't know they was really talking about going to no space. That's how they really should have sold it first. Because then they would have had me. They was like, yeah, going to Africa or going to Europe and shit. Be like, yeah, ain't you tired of 17-hour flights? I'm like, yeah, I am. Like, well, come join on the Blue Origin. You can get on the space penis and we'll get you there in an hour. I be like, I don't like the shape of it, but an hour. What's y'all Wi-Fi talking about? Is it free unlimited Wi-Fi? I'm there, dude. Yes, I will go. I will sign up for the Blue Origin wing wang flight. But no, they just did skip it. Skip tricking people. We going to space. No. Get me to Australia in a nice time frame where jet lag won't immediately whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? But they worried about the wrong thing. All right. So next up, what else I had on this tab? Let's see. What is this? Diddy is trading $1 cans of fish as currency in the notorious jail. Now, I have a couple of tabs that was kind of set up because when this Diddy popped up, I went to Reddit and just random. You know how the algorithm control everything. I be on conspiracy stuff sometimes, and stuff just popped up. But they talking about he trading cans of fish. It says in just a few short months, Sean Diddy Combs has gone from fine dining to collecting $1 packets of fish in jail. According to the New York Times, the music mogul has been reduced to using packets of mackerel, commonly referred to as Max, at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn as currency. Diddy is being held at the notorious jail as he awaits trial on the ex-trafficking of it all and racketeering charges. Yowzers. The article was published on April 13th, said inmates at MDC exchanged Max among themselves after friends and family members deposit money into their jail commissary accounts. Diddy, who once was said to be worth $1 billion, is allowed to have a maximum of $180 added to his commissary account every 2 weeks. I wonder who came up with 180. I'll be pissed off. Cause that's an off number. Yeah, it's even, but I'm like, so we can't do 200, really? But why 180? And the government just like, cause we said so. I'm like, look, you ain't my mama in real life. You go give me a real reason. We adults. We grown. I want to know why it's 180 and not just 200. My daughter used to be like that with the volume on the TV. It couldn't be an odd number. It had to be even. Like, it couldn't be 13. It had to be 14. I'm be honest. I don't like when shit be a little off like that. I'm kind of upset. Not for Diddy, just in general. The funds can be used to buy snacks like Snickers, which cost $5.95 for a pack of 6. Hold up. Wait. Hold on. Snickers cost $5.96 for a pack of, $5.95 for a pack of 6. Dude, hold the hell on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Y'all, I know y'all lying. Cause just a single Snickers right now at the gas station. And yeah, I know I spelled Snickers wrong. Welcome to the party. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. $3.50. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it. Like, it's $2.95 at my gas station for a damn Snickers bar. It is $2.95. Let's see if we can order one. Let's see. It's gonna ask where we at. But yeah, they if I can get 6, that means it's 1 for $1 up in the jail. Hold on. Hold on. Let me call my cousin. Tell him to call our other cousin, because if he can ship that out from the pen, you know what I'm saying? That's much cheaper. I want the prison price Snickers. I don't want these free people Snicker prices. Yeah, no. Give me some of them pen Snickers. Well, no, I don't want no pen Snickers. Because there's probably some type of slang. They probably call it Snickers. Alright, I'll take it back. I don't want no Snickers from the pen. I take it all back. I ain't even think of what I was saying. I ain't even think of what I'm saying. But Jesus is only $3.65. What? Unless they talk about the little mini ones. Now, if it's the fun size, they ain't keep that shit. They need to designate though, because I'm kind of upset. I might have to write my House of Representatives and Senate people about that, how the prison. Because what kind of prison is it when I can get snacks for a good price? You know what I'm saying? That's not real prison. We playing prison prices out here. $6.95 for a pack of 6. I'm kind of upset. Diddy is housed in the section of Fort North of 4th floor dormitory style wing with about 20 other men. Now that's pretty good. You want to know why? We gonna get into it. We gonna get into why that's a good situation. This is where government informants and high profile inmates are held away from the general population. Never mind, it's bad. I thought he was in there slumming it. He in there in the kicking it part. Before they go on trial, convicted crypto fraudster Sam Bankman-Fried was also housed in the unit until he was recently transferred. Oh, he in there with hoes. He probably running that bitch. He probably having the time of his life in there. Because that's his type too. The Sam Friedman fraud, he like that shit. Inmates are allowed visitors on Tuesdays only. Their phone calls are limited to 15 minutes and subject to monitoring by the government. Diddy is allowed to watch movies and he can use a laptop each day from 8 a.m. to 3. What? In the unit's visiting room, but the device is not Wi-Fi enabled. Oh, then what's the point? What's the point of being on a laptop then? Now, it's funny. At first, I thought he was in, one of them pods and shit where it's real gangster and shit. But the reason I said it, because this shit popped up on Interesting. This just popped up on my Reddit feed, and somebody posted this, and this is another reason he need to be in jail. We gonna see 2 other videos why this nigga need to be in jail. And once again, I'm sorry. I got to work on having this audio ready. You know what I'm saying? I got to do something about that. Let me write that on my improvement list. Have audio queued up. All right.
48 hours. Right now, he's having 48. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Why did Diddy have legal custody of Usher? And why is he got 48 hours with this young man? And now we see Justin Bieber wilding out like somebody else we knew, like the Britney Spears of it all. This is crazy. Now he mentioned Usher. Wait, where's the Usher part? And And we all remember this right here.
Day one, we used to wake up, and that's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up, and damn, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid.
That's my brother.
This is before Kevin got, once you get to that certain bag, you can't say shit like that no more. And that's what's gonna happen to Drewski. Drewski be keeping it real like there as we speak right now. Eventually though, he go hit that threshold. He gonna go to the point of no return. He ain't gonna be able to say the shit that he be saying, because he be saying shit to Kevin Hart that be on this level of, wait, hold on, what you say? Wait, no, go into, yeah. But this insanity, but these is the reasons, you know what I'm saying? These are more reasons. And it's crazy how the justice system worked, because they couldn't get Al Capone. Al Capone had a bunch of people whacked. And I ain't talking about the people that was in the game whacked. When people is in the life, I don't care who get whacked. If you decide to be in it, but when they was whacking just regular people, people that didn't want to get extorted and stuff like that, then of course you need to go up. And they couldn't even get him on them types of charges. They had to get him with tax evasion and stuff. Because our legal system values money over human beings, which is just hey, it's America. It is America. Let's see. And what else was on Reddit? Because that was just one of the first things that popped up on my Reddit. Oh, no. Before we go to that, speaking of that, so this, I don't know how long ago this was on, but this popped up on my X feed. It's crazy. It says some dudes need to stay on podcast mics. This
like
is what old buddy said.
It's like everybody know a pedophile. In this room right now, if we really turned on there's somebody in this room, it's probably 3 niggas that's fucking children.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Hopefully not.
We ain't doing that.
First off, I'm not laughing at the the act of the pit. I'm just saying, first off, he said everybody know one. I don't know none. Cause this how this would work. Let's say I found out I knew one. I would not know them no more. It's very simple. You just automatic cut off and automatic, and it's gonna be real easy to cut them off because it's do. Yes, police. Yeah, I would like to report. Yeah, I would like to make a report. You need to pick this motherfucker up immediately. Yes. Yeah. This motherfucker said we all know somebody. But it was just the confidence that he said it. Now, I don't know the full context of the clip. So we just go talk about it in the context because I don't know the full conversation of what he's saying. He could be trying to bring awareness to, hey, it could be your family member or something like that. So, but y'all know me. I'm gonna make a joke about some shit. And just how whack though. Look at whack reaction.
That's fucking children.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Hopefully not.
We ain't doing that.
Now, this goes back to what this said right here. Some dudes need to stay off podcast. See, this is the position these motherfuckers put themselves in. Have a whole bunch of stuff going on, and for him to say that, you know what I'm saying, in that room with them dudes, because I don't have no friend group could ever say, none of us would say that. But I don't want to take away from the fact that if the total, if the full context was you might not know, but you might be in a room one, but just that little clip was, sorry, it's hilarious because of that. Let's scroll down here and see what else is going on. Let's see. This has never happened to me, but first off, they know each other. Okay. Because at first I was like, hold the fuck on. First off, the person in front of me, disrespectful. But on the flip side, you don't touch another motherfucker's hair, though. You know what I'm saying? You got that. And then somebody said they searched for that. Hey, do y'all got videos and gifs or memes or something that you seen on the internet before and you couldn't find it, and then you finally run into it? We gonna watch this and then I'm gonna jump in the chat real quick, but I gotta see what this was for this person that had waited 8 years for it.
Let go of me. This is false. This is harassment. He's touched my leg. He touched my winky. He just touched my dick. It's on the side. I got a 9-inch. He's just touched my cock. Stop sexually harassing me. Let go of my arm.
No, because you've moved
Mate,
around.
get out of my fucking trousers.
All right. What's in there?
My leg. What else is in there? My dick. Do you want my dick to hang out?
It was definitely not I wouldn't even need the accents to know that ain't in America. That he would have been. It would have been baton to the back of the head for that motherfucker if he had been over here. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what y'all talking about off of this thing. That dude said he said I'm gonna promote myself on this video. He's like, yeah, I'm working with a monster. The police is harassing me. But ladies, just in case some ladies see this at the station, at the precinct, got a 9-incher. Just wanted to put that out there while I'm getting sexually harassed by y'all's department. Not mad at it. Let's see. Yeah, man. Snicker prices is insane in the gas station these days. They is insane. Matter of fact, you know what? I forgot to go check because we went. Hold on. Let's see. We gonna say how much is a Snickers in the gas station in 2025. Let's see what ChatGPT tell us. This is gonna tell us the insane amount. 179, 219. Nah, they more expensive. They way more expensive. They ain't got no damn $2, 2 Snickers bars for $2 at none of the gas stations by my house. I'm telling you this right now. This is some BS. Candy bars and sodas is like $2.79. I paid $2.79 for a damn 16 ounce. The prices is too high. I read he has Young Thug's lawyer on his team now. I ain't gonna lie, Young Thug's lawyer was a G. Young Thug's lawyer, that dude, he was a G. The way he ran that thing. Right. That's all they can have on their books. Them prices is crazy. I don't think it's official yet, but Brian Steele is trying to get on the team. Oh, when you said Brian Steele, I don't know why I thought about the West Coast Productions. I thought there was a West Coast production member. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? They a lawyer now? The ones that wear the Timberlands when they spent what? They might be the mini Snickers. That I'm hoping, because if I find out, especially if I find out they king size, once again, you know what? I take that back. I don't want no damn king size Snickers in no prison ever. Okay? I don't never want to get that misconstrued ever. Like I said, strike that from the record, Brian Steele. Brian Steele, you my lawyer. Have that stricken from the record. Going in prison asking for king size Snickers. He's gonna be in a world of trouble. You do that. Exactly. He's not gen population. Yeah, that's kind of trash to me. What's the point of and see, that lets you know that it's not really equal. You know what I'm saying? Like it is not equal at all. What was that movie? I think it was Goodfellas. It might have been another movie, but they went and visited the Don, and the Don had like his own little private section of the prison and stuff. And same thing with Noriega. Noriega told them, if I think I got it right, no, it was Pablo Escobar, I believe, told his government, I'm gonna build my own prison. How about that? it's gonna be 2-story with a glass front off the coast. Yeah, but it's jail though. That's the best I can do. I can't come blow up y'all whole shit or y'all let me go to jail in my house. Hey. And that's how it is over here. If you famous or got money or both, well, really you need the money. You get to be in the safe part. You supposed to be in with the super sharks because you got the super shark. This my thing. If you got the super shark out in public, you gotta ride with the super sharks when you locked up. That's just how we'll have to go. You can't be in there with the guppy, the Brian, the Freeman dude. Really, that's your bunkie, and you know that Puffy was in there getting that fresh fish every night. Fish. Hey, you remember that on Half Baked? They did they boy dirty. They said we got locked up when he fed that horse. The squirrel man, he says I'm this bitch. That movie was great. His parents need their ass whooped for letting him be around all those strange people. I don't give a damn. And that's what's sad about Hollywood. Like, people act like this stuff new, but that's the like genesis of Hollywood. Like, I was reading about what's that girl? Let's see, who was the star of who was Dorothy and the OG Wizard of Oz? Let's see. All right, Judy Garland. Check this out. Let's see if ChatGPT can tell us about Judy Garland real quick and what they had this young lady on when she was in this movie. How old was she? It made, and what did she suffer through? Let's see if ChatGPT can tell us. So she was 16 years old when The Wizard of Oz was filmed. That was in 1938 now, okay? So they had her on a crazy diet. Executives thought she looked too fat. You got to remember, this is 38. It wasn't even no HD back then. Well, technically, film is technically HD. But that's I'm not about to get into my nerd stuff with that. They forced this girl to take amphetamines to suppress her appetite. She was given sleeping pills, so they was giving her the amphetamines and to keep her woke, and then made her go to sleep on the diet pills. Gave her sleeping pills to offset the diet pills, which gave her a lifelong struggle with addiction. And I really believe they being very nice, because I believe, well, we about to see something real quick. And she was encouraged to smoke cigarettes to stay skinny. All right. The director often slapped her, like literally. When AI got to tell you, literally slapped, because a lot of people think it was a push. No. He slapped the shit out of her. All right. Wasn't no child labor laws. Child labor laws, I believe, originated in Hollywood just because of how horrible they was pimping them children. 16-hour days. And she had to wear a corset under the dress to flatten her chest to maintain a childlike look. Childlike look. Okay. Then, and this ain't even have nothing to do with Judy Garland. And I watched the documentary on this. They used the paint that they used on the Wicked Witch was damn near asbestos. All right. The Tin Man's makeup was damn near the same shit. And she had emotional stress. And so this is just what they telling us, right? This is just in the books. Okay. This, and then of course she struggled with depression, addiction, abusive neighborhood relationships. And who that sound like? Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, Michael Jackson, all them child stars. All right. And then of course she died from a barbiturate overdose. And that's just what they telling us. Okay. When was, and let me see. I just wanted to see something real quick. I need to learn how to spell. All right. Okay. Cause I was like, yo, cause back then you could just go do some of that cocaine whenever you feel like it, up until about the early 20s or whatever. But I'm pretty sure they had on that white girl too. I'm sorry. And ain't no telling what else that girl went through. If the director was slapping her in the mouth, come on now. Ain't no telling what else. And we could just keep going. Then you got people like, what's that girl that was in Firestarter? Firestarter. What was that little girl name? Well, she ain't no little girl no more, but Drew Barrymore. This girl was addicted to drugs when she was like 11. Hollywood. And it's crazy people, and it's funny because my daughter, she want to be in Broadway and musicals and stuff like that. She always been in musicals and stuff like that, but ain't we ain't shipping off we want to go ship off no camp. No, be under the tutelage of nobody, but what? What? Be there, I barely want to drop her off in school. But I did though, because it was real quiet in the house. But not giving nobody no legal guardianship or nothing like that. Y'all out y'all's mind. But yeah. Let's see. What's up, Miss Heated Female? Usher looked petrified. Yeah, he knew he couldn't say nothing. He sit there inside. Look at his face. He didn't make no type of like what the hell or nothing. He just froze. Like, yo, if I be quiet, it's gonna go away. Cause that's how a lot of people deal with abuse when they confronted with it again. Y'all seen Orange Is the New Black? And I remember I was watching it, and that really like kind of opened my eyes to some stuff. They had that scene where the junkie girl that was on the meth, her teeth was hella messed up. She was messing with one of the correctional officers, and they had got in the truck, and he wanted to mess around with her. She liked him or whatever, but she just didn't want to take it there or whatever. And she didn't know, she had said stop or whatever, and he just kept going. And instead she just laid there or whatever. And then a couple of episodes later, or maybe in the episode, they did a flashback, and her mom was like, yeah, just let them do whatever they go do, and they'll get it over with quick. I was like, word, oh my gosh, that's super scary, man. And that's what Usher did right here. Usher was just like, if I shut the hell up, it's gonna go away. And it's like, yo. And Usher shouldn't have had no damn, had Justin Bieber at his house. For what? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it begots. It's crazy, man. It's sad. It is super sad. Speaking of all of this, I was super messed up the other week because growing up, and I'm gonna do a video about this. I don't know how, cause like I said, I'm gonna be talking about millennial stuff. But one of the first groups I hated on, me and my cousin, one of the first groups we hated on. I'm talking about like all the girls was loving them. All the girls love these motherfuckers, and me and my cousin would hate. I'm talking about if we be on three-way, and a girl be like, we be talking about something, and one of their songs will come on and be like, ooh, I love me some Batman. Be like, oh, niggas gay. That nigga, we was straight hate. Was immature, right? However, we was hating on these dudes, but they songs were jamming. Like, all of their songs were super jamming. But my cousin hit me up the other day. He was like, yo, man, it's crazy how we was trying to disrespect him and stuff back then. Come to find out, Chris Stokes was definitely touching these dudes. And it trickled down the B2K. And I can't, oh my gosh, I do not know how that dude done been bulletproof for all these years, because they got him on video doing all sorts of stuff. Well, saying stuff like, oh, I don't do that no more. And talking to Raz B and all sorts of stuff. But it's the same story, right? Marquise Houston, who was Batman or whatever, his mom just let him go stay with Chris Stokes, because I believe she's on drugs. I don't want to, either she was on drugs or unstable, but he was just living with Chris Stokes. And Raz B, Chris Stokes is his cousin, he just was over there living with this grown-ass man. And everybody wonder what happened to this guy right here, the original members. So in the original group, it was this little Asian kid. This guy right here on the right, I forgot, Half Pint was his name. Now, you wonder why he disappeared from the group? Because his mama and his daddy weren't playing it. They was like, yeah, no, he ain't going over there. He ain't staying over there. And they claim it was money issues in public. They be like, yeah, there was. Nah, they just went down for that okie doke. And so he was expeditiously removed from the group. Right? And then, but this was what me and my cousin would always talk about, though. Because the main reason we said they was gay because these niggas was having bobs. Now this was back in the 90s and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what we said, I know that's not how you would disrespect nobody today. But these niggas, let me see, original, immature. But you gotta question this right here. You gotta question this right here. These niggas had bobs. I'm trying to find the bob he had. I'm talking about it was a silk press bob. Matter of fact, if I can type this in and this show up, I'm gonna be like, really, Marquise Houston bob. Yeah, he had these dudes dressing up like this back in the day, and that dude was number 13. You know what I'm saying? And you can say that they had full blown Michael Jackson perms. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was dressing them up to be what he liked. Then we fast forward to the future. Who did Marcus Houston get with? Marcus Houston got with a 17-year-old runaway. Now she done left him, but she was a runaway, and then he claimed, they was like, oh, I didn't know nothing about we didn't get together till she was 18. I think she was 16 or something when they met, actually, or something crazy like that. So it just begots. You know what I'm saying? So the music industry crazy, but I'm gonna do a video about the music we grew up on back then. Because I ain't gonna lie though, all the immature albums were super fire. It just really was. But that was the first group where I was like, them some hoe ass niggas. But it was pure hate because all the girls liked it. Me and my cousins be sitting there hating hard. Hey, they don't like you, they like each other. Oh, we was hating. We was hating on the immature. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's crazy. Let's see. What's up, Tweet 2001? That's an OG. She an OG of the channel. She remember she remember me and Chunk being on here and stuff. Yeah, what's going on? Let's see. She nothing but older boyfriends her whole life. Yep. Sad part, Diddy wouldn't let no one do this exact. A lot of parents. I ain't gonna lie. This how I look at parents that's in the industry. Let their kids get in the industry. I'll be like, now some might already got bubble protection over them or something like that. Who knows? I don't know. But it'd be a lot of celebrities that be like, yeah, I would never let my kids do none of this ever. Like, them the ones I'd be like, get it, you got it. Cause that's another thing. It ain't everybody, but it's all depending on how much protection you got. Like who is really looking out for you? Who is really there? There's a story about Ray J had went over to Immature House to chill or whatever around that same time, around that same age. It was Immature, I believe. And he called his mama and said, "Oh, they trying to sleep in their drawers together," and she came and got him. Like I've heard that story before. Now Ray J is crazy for some other reason. He's just crazy because he a hell of a spoiled brat and shit. But even he was like, yeah, this is too crazy. Yet in the future he acquired his own booty guns. According to his Breakfast Club, his classic Breakfast Club call in. Ray J in some crazy shit too. We'll talk about that one day. He just hella funny though. Ray J hella funny. Let's see. I missed the 3-way and 4-way calls, man. Don't 3-way calls was so fun. And I remember when we first got call ID. And it came on that big old, matter of fact, let's go on then. Since we already down reminiscing road. Caller ID original box. Let's see. Yeah, it will come with that. We had this one right here. This is the exact one we had. We had this one right here. Oh my gosh. I'm getting goosebumps from the damn nostalgia. We had this hole right here. And I remember going through it. I remember when we first got it, I was like, yo, we living in the future. Mama, we living in the future. Look at this. We can tell who calling. Name and number came up. And that's back when the phone book was still in existence. And you could look up. Back in the day, you literally could call ID will pop up. You see their name and their number. And if you wanted to know where they lived, you could literally go in the phone book and be like, yeah, you want to play games? Yeah, I got your ass. I got you. 1742 Wickamore Street. Brenda Jones. I got you want to play on my phone? You could do that back then. Like, now everybody can kind of be a ghost. But back then, where you lived at was public. The phone book was crazy. But Call ID first came out. Call waiting. I remember when we first got that whole package. My mama got her first good job. Like, she had finally got a good job. And we got everything all at once. It was just like night and day. We went from shit being rough to we had the Call ID, call waiting, and three-way. Now, three-way was the last thing we got. And my cousin had three-way. And so I would call him and he was like, whoever had the three-way was like the king of the conversation. Like they was the original internet. They was the original clicking everybody together. Whoever had the three-way, because you could link a whole bunch of three-ways together. You know what I'm saying? And we have our little, conference calls. Three-way was that original conference call waiting. Come on, dude. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, yeah. And then one person disappeared for 20, 30, 40 minutes or whatever. Then you hang up the phone ring again. You be like, oh, damn, I forgot I was even on the phone with y'all. My bad. Wow. And it was fun. It was so fun back in the day with the three-way and the all of that, man. It was very fun. I don't know if it's true, but I heard Diddy's son King just like you. I mean, come on now. They had that lawsuit with him with the flight attendant on one of the he was either a flight attendant or a yacht host, waitress or something like that. That, and that's the bad thing about somebody having too much access at a young age, especially with a pops like that, just feeding him in his head. You do whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad. It's just sad. Wasn't there something about Chris Cross and JD? So check this out. Now, because hold on. Now, I'm gonna bring this up just because it was a great interview. Jermaine Dupri R&B interview. I watched the majority of this interview on a road trip me and my wife took the other day. If y'all get some time, if you got 3 hours and 15 minutes to spare, I'm gonna actually drop this in the chat for y'all. This was a very good interview. Speaking of Jermaine Dupri. Hold on. Let me get this, put this in there for y'all, because y'all will really, because he talk about his hits and everything, right? Now, to go back to what you just said, oops, that's the wrong thing. That was a struggle stream share. But to go back to what you just said, I done heard stuff, but the way, and it's kind of odd, because he talked about when he first met Chris Cross in this interview, he met him at the mall. Now, the stories I done heard that he done told ain't never changed. He was at the mall, and them dudes was just running it from what he saw. Like, all the girls was giving them free stuff. They worked at the presser spots and everything. He just seen them. He walked up to him. He was like, yo, y'all rap? And he was like, they was like, what? We rap. And the way he tell the story, Chris Cross didn't trust him. So he had to build a relationship with them, right? He's like, yeah, I was telling him, yo, I'm going to get y'all popping this and a third. He was like, hey, come over to my house. And he say this in the interview. He was like, I said, hey, come over to my house, because he had his studio at his house, at his mom's house. And they was like, coming to your house? We ain't going to your house. Like, you with? And he's like, they 11, 12 talking like that. Like, we ain't going to your house. He's like, he said they thought he was a predator or whatever. So he had to get real cool with them or whatever. He said he started picking them up from school, just hanging out with them, blah, blah, blah. And he go into the whole story. But then he fast forward and he like, they was like, so why you didn't do no more kid groups after them? And he didn't do one for a long time till Bow Wow. But he said, because they parents. He's like, their parents is getting in the way. And he ain't getting the specifics about no money. He ain't getting no nothing, but by the time their third album was around, they was 16, 17. Now, with that being said, I heard that rumor a long time ago too, but what we know for a fact, allegedly, is that matter of fact, let's go, because I can't remember the names. But let's see. Chris Kelly that died of Chris Cross was allegedly let's see, allergy. I said allegedly. Allegedly. That's a complicated ass word. There we go. Let's see. Assaulted by what female artists? Let's see if it can bring up the names. Cause it was somebody. They said, let's see. So it was apparently Jada Pinkett had tried to. She was messing with him around that time. And I heard it was like 2 other people. I could have swore it was 2 other people. And then, of course, he died over drug overdose. Damn, not the heroin and the cocaine. Gee whiz. And this is very believable because Augustina. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I heard the rumors, but the way JD talk, it just kind of don't. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, though, when Jermaine was 11, 12, he was on the Fresh Fest tour with Run DMC and all them. His pops was a tour manager, I believe, at the time. Or he was a manager at the tour, and he was just running around there by himself. Like, he was just running around, but that's how he learned how to DJ and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know. I done heard, but any story he done ever told was consistent. Any outside stories I heard consistent. Any crazy stuff, it wasn't never him, but everybody say that, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Can't put nothing past nobody. I had some cousins that chilled with him. And I don't know if y'all heard my story about my cousins where their manager told them that Puff was going to want some head if they wanted to get a deal with him and stuff. Well, they had trained, their manager was cool with Jermaine Dupri. And they stayed in Atlanta across the street from him. And they would go over there and he would tell them all sorts of crazy stories, but nothing too crazy. He would tell them Janet Jackson stories and stuff and stuff like that. They didn't never have no weird stories about Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri was just big whore in Atlanta. We just grown women. That's the only stories they had. But they would tell us about the fuckery in the industry too. But they ain't never had nothing crazy to say about Jermaine. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. But hey, I wouldn't put it past him. I'm definitely not saying, oh, not Jermaine. I'm just saying I heard that, but wasn't nothing too much to back it up on that one. Let's see. Yeah, Ray J was trying to spend the night with Kyle. Look, I heard that thing. Lately, Ray J be saying stuff. Ray J know what he be doing. I don't think it was on that level like that. He go watch his live with Nicki Minaj one day. it's this old and she almost cussed him out and stuff. Ray J be saying stuff. I think he just be saying stuff to get a rise out of people. I don't think it was on that. But he knew how it sounded though, and I think he get a rise out of just fucking with. That's my personal thought process on Ray J. That's just my personal one. Just seeing how he be talking. That nigga be trolling. Him and his wife done broke up 8 times. They just was kissing at this other thing. Like, they'll make up all this stuff. He just be pimping the game. But word on the street is he's one of the biggest drug dealers and pimps in Hollywood. And he the one that gave Whitney that her last, breath dose, allegedly. So, can't nothing put nothing past him neither. But, hey, sometimes I think he just be trolling sometimes. So, on top of that. Remember what happened to Corey Haim? Yep. I remember when that Call ID came out. It was just like when now how old was I? My pops had a VCR. We didn't have no VCR in my mom's house. We didn't have no VCR, but when I went over there, the first VCRs had all these features too, like all the features. Now people just used to the cheap VCRs, but VCRs could do a whole bunch of stuff back in the day. And I think I still got these tapes, but I had nothing but Martin tapes, like, cause you could make it cut out the VCR he had. It would detect commercials and stop recording when a commercial came, and then record. And I just had like all my favorite episodes of Martin, all my favorite episodes of The Simpsons, all just set up. Like, his VCR was so dope, and this is like early 90s, like 93, 94. 95, but he had bought that VCR in like 90, 91, and VCRs was super taxing back in the 80s and stuff. Do you know original VHS tapes was like $50? Let me see. What was the original price of VHS tapes? They was hella expensive. All right, from the late 70s, 80s, they was expensive. Yeah, they was like $50 to $100 a tape, y'all. They was $50 to $100 a tape. Okay. The Star Wars VHS tape was $80 to $90. But guess what? You'll never guess why VHS got much cheaper. It's two reasons. One is because this guy had the idea to buy, and I'm not going to scroll down because I know the story. I want to make sure I got it off the top of my head. This dude had the idea. He was like, all right, well, if tapes cost $80, $90, how about I buy a whole bunch of them from the movie companies, and then I rent them out to people. So that was the genesis of store rental, right? And so tapes went from the $90, $80 he would get them, and video stores, even at the genesis of that, like Blockbuster and all them, that's why they were so popular, because tapes were so expensive around then. Well, he was getting it for wholesale from the movie companies. He'd be like, yo, and he started off with trash movies that didn't nobody really want to see, because the movie company had lost money in the movie theaters with them. So they was like, well, if this fool want to buy these trash movies from us, we'll give it to him for the discount. Well, his concept worked. Then he worked out a deal to get more popular movies. Well, the industry at this time, VHS tapes and beta tapes, the Betamax war and all that shit the movie companies did not like that shit. Like, they didn't like they didn't like nothing where you could record something for free. They never want you to have nothing for free. So them corporations had a big war to go to, but the great equalizer is what made it all work. Of course, I'm speaking of pornography. Pornography is the reason VHS tapes was able to take over and become the staple, because the movie producers, they didn't have to buy film and stuff. The tapes was way cheaper. So it was way cheaper to produce on that. And who ain't a freak? Who not a freak? So they was able to sell the tapes to people into the rental store companies. Remember when rental store places, especially like the smaller ones, but Blockbuster had a erotic section too. But remember they used to have like a whole back room? The reason the whole back room was so crazy is because VHS really blew up in the porn industry first. But it was a whole big war over VHS versus Betamax and stuff. Let's see. And see, early VHS tapes were treated more like investment assets for rental shops, not home or casual entertainment. By the late 80s, prices dropped to $20 to $30 per tape as VCRs became widespread in American households. In the 90s, they dropped down to $9.99, $9.19. But this part right here, they missing one. The word is porn. That's the reason why it dropped. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, let me ask you, what role did porn play in VHS tape prices and popularity? Man, I love ChatGPT. I ain't gotta be able to spell nothing. It played a huge game-changing role in both popularity and price evolution. In the late 70s and 80s, two formats were battling for home dominance. VHS by JVC and Betamax by Sony. Now, this right here is crazy because Sony learned a very valuable lesson when they lost the Betamax with Blu-ray. And that's the reason PlayStation 2 had with DVDs, and that's the reason PlayStation 2's had DVDs in it. But that's a story for another day. Sony refused to license porn studios to use Betamax, trying to keep their image clean. But JVC said, well, fuck it. You can use the you can use the VHS. And that floodgate changed everything. The porn producers flocked to VHS because it was cheaper, longer, and more accessible. And customers followed. And that is why VHS won the format war. And the tapes was 80 to 100, but the porno tapes needed to be affordable and mass produced because customers wasn't paying. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, $90. And look at ChatGPT being funny. Customers wasn't paying $90 to see Debbie do anything. $90. You know how they talk about $40 now? That's how much the price of that has went into a hole. $90, they was seeing somebody for $90. $90 2 nights. Might have been a week. You might have been able to get a whole week for $90 back then. So adult studios pumped out content created demand to help push mass production, which lowered the prices across the board. And it gave people a private reason to own a VCR. And it turned VCRs into a consumer product instead of just a rental store tool, because they used to rent VCRs back in the day as well, just like they used to rent video game consoles. They used to rent Neo Geos was $600. They used to rent Sega Genesis and Super Nintendos and all that stuff back in the day. Do you know who also hated the rental companies? Nintendo went on a huge war against the rental companies and being able to rent video games. As a matter of fact, they actually won in Japan. It was a long time before you could rent a game, video games and stuff in Japan, just because of Nintendo. They tried to pull that over here, but they weren't able to pull it off. These are some great. I'm making videos about all of this stuff. Yeah, we going into that. We gonna go into all of that over here. Let's see. Yeah. And look, it's gonna give me some video ideas for that. I'm gonna listen to it too. I'm gonna listen to you, my AI overlord. That's what they about to be. Let's see. I used to call Domino's and Pizza Hut on three-way and be quiet, and they be so confused anymore. Hey, anymore, yo. Me and my cousin, we used to go in the phone book, and we would call toilet companies and then flush the toilet. They pick up the phone and flush the toilet, and then just sit there and laugh. And they would sit. This dude, because it was on like three, 4 toilet companies in Little Rock. And this one dude would sit and just be like, hello, hello. And we would call, and I think he outsmarted us because we called him 3 times, and then it wasn't funny because he wasn't mad or he wouldn't just hang up. Like, this dude ain't fun. I think he outsmarted us and stuff too. Yeah, prank calls was fun. One time, my cousin, he called. I think he broke up like 2 marriages because one time he called, and we was like, oh, it was like 14, 15. He called, and we would look up couples, and because it would say like so and so and so and so, and I actually regret this because this is one call he had her hook, line, and sinker. Called that woman, man, and he was like, yeah, is John there? And she was like, no, John's at work right now. He was like, oh, well, could you tell him his boyfriend Ronnie called? She was like, what? He's like, yeah, tell him Ronnie called. I'm tired of hiding. And like I was talking about, she talked to my cousin for like 15 minutes while he just making up shit off the top of his head. And I hope they was able to make it. I hope she had call ID to make it through that, because I'm talking about, she was like, you could hear it. You could hear like, and now I'm thinking about it, it's like, for her to believe that, at least on that call, it seemed like she believed, she had to have some inklings, because I'd be mad as hell if my wife just believed the first person called, talking about I got a gay lover and stuff. I'd be like, hold the fuck on. Hold up. You just believe one call. That's all it takes. So that means in the back of your head, it's kind of been floating around. That's what that means. I'm going to stay at my mama's house. I need to think about some things. I don't feel safe here no more. And she believed that. She was believing it. She was like, oh my gosh. He's like, yeah. My cousin, that nigga is hilarious. Let me see. I still have a yellow and white pages book. Yeah, they tried to send it to my house, but yeah. And it's real small. Like now, it don't even look like nothing no more. Like, it's real small. It's very sad. I still get a phone book delivered here, yellow and white pages, still get dropped off by the mailbox over here. But it's like super tiny now. Like, matter of fact, I probably done had 5 or 6 of them, but they damn near look like a brochure now. It'd be like, it's like 4 numbers in there now and shit. I was like, okay. Ain't even no damn businesses in there no more. It's like, now we just say go to our website. I'm sure that's what it say. Let's see. We used to have 3-way prank calls. People hit star 60. Oh, that star 67. Oh my god. I gotta be honest. Star 67 was a bane on our existence. When it came to folks start playing on your phone. Shout out to Friday for acknowledging it. Then you had Star 69 though. The phone company was playing games. They knew what they was doing. It's like, how about we let them block the calls? It was like, okay, great. Hey, you know what? But how about we let them call them right back? I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. We're gonna cause a lot of pandemonium with that one. You're getting a raise, Bill. That was a great idea, Bill. That's what we want. We want thinkers like Bill. If you can't think like Bill, get the hell out of here. Cause that Star 69, Star 67, man. But that's what made cause Star 67 was the first, I think, acceptable stalker tool. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know how relationships was in junior high, high school and shit. It only lasts a long loving relationship in junior high was what? Or 3 weeks max. Like, you might as well that might as well have been 20 years, right? And inevitably a new person come to the school, or that cool person or whatever come in and mess up the situation, and they stop calling. They ain't calling like they do no more. And so of course you like, hold on. It's 7:30. You ain't called me yet. Star 67 just to see if they at the house. Hello. Then you be quiet because you don't know what you want to do. Because you want to be like, why the fuck you ain't calling me? But sometimes you nervous because you like, damn, my Star 67. She gonna think I'm a bitch. So it's just like, hello. And now it's kicking in. Now she been at the house. Now your heart broke. now your eyes getting watery and shit. Hello? Click, they hang up. You start, now you mad. You start 67 back, call them back. Hello? Hello, you quiet now, but you want to cry now. You mad, but you want to cry. And she be like, hello? Click. Then you call back one more time. This time you about to go off though. You done got over the crying and stuff. You start 67. And before she could say something, be like, why the fuck you ain't call me? Be like, boy, I know you ain't cussing on this damn phone. It's her mama, because you been playing on the phone. So mama answered that next time. You done fucked up now. You be like, is that you, Super? I know that's you, Super. Don't be calling over this phone playing on my house. Don't make me call your mama. That may or may not have happened in real life. I'm talking about then. Love was a rough thing back then in them days. Horrible day. That interview is, Jermaine Dupri, one of the people I cannot really pin. I can't pin, like I said, the people I know that ain't interacted with them, they ain't got no crazy stories. The people I know that interacted with like Soulja Boy had Soulja Boy stories. Yeah, like Soulja Boy stories. So he one of the people I can't pin the tail on certain stuff. But let's see. Hey, what's the business? Be a blessing. Don't let us stumble across the teacher's number pranking Star 67 for hours. Wasn't no block back then. I ain't never messed with my teachers or nothing like that. It was either randos or my heart was broke. One of them two. One of them two. Tiptoe said, now I could be wrong about JD, but I remember an interview Chris Cross did when they were a little older and Chris Kelly was telling a story, but I can't find the interview anywhere. It be stuff getting wiped from the internet. I ain't seen that particular interview myself, but stuff do be getting wiped. From the internet for real. I remember him dancing on stage at the Fresh Fest tour I went to it. Dang, you been to all the gangster historical moments, man. Tiptoe. I was so hurt when Janet Jackson got with him. I'll never understand it. I'm about to explain it to you. Be a blessing. Jermaine Dupri got something that he has confidence. He been popping. It's one thing we got to realize about Jermaine Dupri been popping since he's 16 years old. Okay, I'm talking about and he has not had a failure. We got to look at this dude's track record. This dude, when he was 18, is when his first group was Lace Times Leather, I think it was. That was like a local ATL group. And this is all in that interview, but I knew all this anyway. Left Eye was staying with him when she first moved from up north, I think from Philly or whatever. She was staying in his closet. His mama didn't know. But he was around all this talent. Him and Dallas Austin. He tell the story about the beef between Chris Cross and Another Bad Creation too in there. I ain't gonna ruin it just in case y'all go watch it, but it didn't have nothing to do with the kids. It was just him. Just him being upset about some shit. But his first group that he did all by himself was Chris Cross. He wrote and produced that whole thing. Out the gate, he had a multiple. He had Chris Cross playing playing basketball, Michael Jackson and Jam. Okay, so his confidence level is way up here. All right, like ain't nobody got no more confidence than Jermaine Dupri. And everybody was coming to him for hits. We can't forget. Like people don't. So then you got Janet Jackson. Now, I told you my relatives was chilling with Jermaine Dupri. I'm gonna put it like this. This is what I'm gonna say. It's no different than when people were surprised that Whitney would be with Bobby. If you know Whitney's background, where she from, her family, and all of that, Whitney was hood. Okay, the Jacksons was hood. Okay, they was hood, and Janet was out there. All right, I'm gonna put them out there. The stories that he was telling, look, they was a perfect match for each other around the time they was there. Unfortunately for him, if you get somebody like Janet Jackson that was cool with a lot of stuff, she was cool with a lot. What he did, he didn't even have to do. But the thing is, especially when you young, you a young man in life, and you done had a lot of success, or you very popular or whatever. When you get somebody like Janet Jackson, or you get like the captain of the cheerleading team, or you get that girl everybody wanted, that makes you a magnet for every other girl in a 250-mile radius. You ain't got to do nothing no more. You pull a Janet Jackson, what? You ain't got to say nothing no more, because everybody gonna be like what she said. I don't understand it. What is it about him? And he couldn't. It was just too much coming towards him, even though she was cool with a lot of stuff. And she done said in her music, if you listen to it, if you go listen to that Velvet Rope album and stuff, she done told you what she about. But it was just too much for him to where he got disrespectful with it. Cause I can only imagine, you pull Janet Jackson, you got access to every woman on earth now. And when I say that, I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying people who value clout and stuff like that. You got Janet Jackson. What? It don't matter. He could have been Igor. All right. He could have been a hump. He could have been, what was that dude name? The Hawkins dude, the one in the wheelchair. He had the robot thing to be like, "Hi, my name is Scientist Man." He pulled Janet Jackson. They gonna be kicking down the door. You know what I'm saying? But Janet was attracted to his talent and his aura and his confidence and stuff though. Because it's Jermaine Dupri. He dropped Crisscross, Escape, The Brat. Then took Mariah Carey to a whole nother level with all her remixes and stuff like that. Any remix he touched went crazy. Then he took Usher from Puffy and took him to a whole nother level. We can't forget about Confessions. This was around when Confessions was getting recorded. So, you know, in their industry, he was the man. So that's, and I get it, you know what I'm saying, but he was just the man. And Janet Jackson is not that penny on the damn Good Times and shit. No. Just know that. And we got to stop doing this with our celebrity. The images they be having is well put together. Clive Davis image that he put together for Alicia Keys. Now, this is all allegedly. Alicia Keys was out there super studying. Clive Davis was like, "Look, we ain't got no time for that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to soften you up." And go back and look at her first album. Let's look at her first album cover. Y'all tell me how soft she got. Y'all tell me how soft Alicia Keys got. Let's see. You see how they got even then she be in suits. You know what I'm saying? But just look at this. Just look at that. This was as soft as Clive could get her at that time. She was like, "Nah, I want the hoes to know I'm smashing. You go give me that pimp hat. Please, I gotta wear the pimp hat." He had to go back and forth with her on her image and stuff. You see, anytime you see this notates allegedly. And I might have heard or seen some shit. Heard, not seen. Heard some shit. But yeah, we gotta stop these images we be seeing from these celebrities. Celebrities is all products. You know, even if they got talent. Once you open the door to the machine, you getting turned into a product. They go turn you into whatever they need to sell you. It don't matter what you really are, don't matter what you really believe in, don't matter what you really about. And we got to realize that these images we be seeing, people get so sucked into it, and then they turn on the image that the record label gave, and that's half the reason them folks be going crazy too. Because people start hating them because they'll start hating them for the real them because they done bought into the image that the label done put on. Just think of what they do to somebody's psyche. Everybody love an image of you that ain't you. Then you do some shit that you really like, and they like, oh, you this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. Of course you smoking crack cocaine to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, and that's a sad thing. That's why they always say it's all smoke and mirrors and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when everybody found out Ellen was an asshole. Everybody shocked that Ellen was an asshole. Now when you look back, you be like, you know, she looked like an asshole. How did we miss it? How did we miss? But that's because the image that was put together was look at me. I don't trust overly happy people either way. Anyway, I don't trust nobody that's happy all the damn time. Anyway, that's it. Number one way to get me not to trust motherfuckers, they always happy and positive. I'm like, so you happy and positive today? This is a 3-month streak you've been happy. Are you in a relationship? Do you got kids? You got a job? And you happy every day? And you got all 3 of them. You go outside, you be in traffic. And you have yeah. Notated. Can't trust you, putty. I don't trust nobody that seem happy all the time or look happy all the time. But that's the image though. Y'all ever watch that show Mad Men? That show was the embodiment of the industry. Because it all started with advertising. Everything go back to advertising agencies and shit. And it's how to manipulate people into wanting to spend their money on things. Movies and music are literal things to these corporations. It ain't the art, it ain't, none of that. It's to the director or the writer, it might be their baby in art. So the person who wrote this song, it might be their baby in art. But once they hand it to the record label, oh no, that's a thing that we need people to give us money for. How can we get these people to give us money? What we got to tell these people about you to get them to buy this? You know what I'm saying? So when people be like, oh, I don't know what Janet live in a whole nother world. What all these entertainers live in a world where it ain't gonna make sense to the average person. And that's why a lot of people, y'all remember J Hood? Y'all remember this dude right here? Is this wait, not J Hood. What was that singer? He said, I think he sung that song Jay Holiday. Wait, singer who stabbed eye out. It's a singer that stole Houston. Y'all remember this dude right here? Houston. He had one hit song. And he gouged his eye out. I don't even remember the song he had. But it was this dude right here. The game. Now, it might have been mental issues. You know what I'm saying? We can't never discount somebody came in already messed up. But it's funny that he got in the game and then the devil told him to gouge his eye out. It was a Wu-Tang. Now, he was a Wu-Tang affiliate. Let's see. I think he was in Killer Army or one of them West Coast Wu-Tang groups. Let me see. How you spell affiliate? Affiliate jumps out. Yeah. This one right here. Price Bearer. Chopped off his balls. Now that was PCP. They ain't had nothing to do with Hollywood right there. PCP ain't no I don't know if PCP a Hollywood drug. PCP is I like doing drugs drug right there. That's I'm gonna have to give that just to the regular. Oh, he's just having a good night and it went too far with the PCP. Yeah, yeah. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, cops done made PCP a funny drug to me, even though all drug addictions is serious. But I just can't. PCP, I done seen too much crazy stuff with people on Sherm. Like Sherm, hey, let me tell y'all this story real quick. We went to this New Year's party. This is back in Little Rock. And how old was we? Was we in our 20s by then? We might have been like 22. And we went to this New Year's party with some girls we knew or whatever. They had this hotel party. I'll never forget. This was the first day. This is one of the first days where I was like, oh my gosh. I felt old because the person who said it was so young. I think that dude was like 18. And we was all in the hotel, whatever. And everybody, you know, smoking, drink or whatever. And then he was like, man, where the Sherm sticks at? And me and my cousin said, wait, what? Oh, he's like, you crazy, you funny. We thought he was joking. He was like, man, where that damn Sherm at? I was like, hold on, niggas, you embalming fluid? You want to smoke? You smoke Sherm? What? Ain't you in school? Or you graduate? Is that what y'all do now? Suffice to say, we left that room. It was a whole bottom floor of a hotel, like at least 4 rooms connected together. Everybody, we left that particular room. It was just too crazy. Like, wow, people, he just like Sherm. I wish if I go back in time, I'd have asked some further questions like, what's your home life like? Do your parents like neglect you, or they putting their hands on you or something? Like, what's Sherm? Like, for fun. Like, because if you're trying to escape reality, I understand. But if you just want to have some fun, or if you want to be bulletproof, because you better go rob a liquor store, I understand that one too. Matter of fact, that's the number one. If it'll be okay if somebody smokes Sherm. If I know for a fact they about to commit a crime where they need to be invincible for a good 20 to 30 minutes, I'll be like, okay. Like, where the Sherm? If that night had went like this, man, where the Sherm at? And me and my cousin were like, what? Oh my God. He's like, man, I need to rob this liquor store, dog. Where the Sherm at? We like, oh, okay. All right. We don't know where none at, but we understand. We totally understand why you we probably left. Man, that's a pretty smart guy. That's how you prepare. He is prepared. He might be Batman one day. Oh shit. Let's see. My bad. Y'all know me. I get on these little tangents and shit. Let's see. How did we get on the PCP? Oh, because we was talking about Houston, the singer. And then we talked about the Wu-Tang dude that chopped off his thing and jumped out the window. This guy right here. He was he had the name the Christ Bearer. This is back in the day. Let me go on and zoom that in. Especially since all the monetization is gone after my PCP rant. But yeah, he was a Wu-Tang affiliate, and you know, because drugs are bad sometimes. Let's see. Let's see. Tupac was mad at her. Let's see. Y'all remember? Oh yeah, Tupac Jenny did the game on Pac though. Yeah, she did. She did. I would have been mad. I would have been mad too. She had made me want to take a test or whatever. But I think, I'm not sure, but I think it had something to do with when he had went to jail. Cause I don't know if y'all had heard the allegation, rumor that let me put this on. And I might need to smoke some PCP right now because I know it's some super Pac fans, but apparently might have got violated while he was up in there. I think she had heard that, and that's why she was real big on the AIDS test. That's just what was circulating out there. Don't shoot the messenger. That's why I put the tinfoil out. It was alleged, but yeah, that was was kind of a thing that was put out there. All right, so folks don't just be like, oh, for no reason. No, that was kind of what was. And I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I heard that somewhere. So that wasn't no first-hand account. If I'm 100% wrong, somebody be like, oh, I knew Pac, or I knew them, or I knew somebody close, and that wasn't what it was. But that's just what I heard that circulate. Much later on. Much later on. Who was 16 messing with Chief Keef? Let's see. I thought Janet and Pac looked cute together in Poetic Justice, but that's just, it's just Hollywood, man. That's just Hollywood. Let's see. Miss Heated female, my boyfriend passed away 4 years ago, and I have to be, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Heated. Ain't nothing worse, dude. That's my biggest fear, like something happened to my wife. On some real shit. Like, that's one of my biggest fears. Something happened to my kids and my wife is one of my biggest fears, because it's like, what I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, it is not, I don't really have no space for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't just, I remember that episode of the Cosby Show when Claire asked Cliff, they had a friend whose wife had died, and Claire was like, and I think he was about to start dating again because she had been passed away a real long time, and Claire was like, would you date if I pass away? Bill dumbass. I mean, Cliff dumbass was like, he tried to trick. He was like, no, I would never date nobody. She was like, but you'll get lonely one day. I wouldn't want you to be down here by yourself. And he was like, really? She was like, yeah. And she was like, so what kind would you date? Like, who would you be interested in? He started describing it, and she was like, oh, so you can't wait for me to die, can you? I was like, that's my wife be doing. She be setting me up for okie dokes like that. I done learned my lesson though. I just stick to whatever I know now. I know just to stick to whatever my first answer was, cause she be trying to deconstruct it. Let's see. Let's see. Teresa Kimbrough, I had my son at 20, didn't want to date while my son was young and I was nursing school. I look up now, I'm 37 and dating. So that's what my mom's did. My mom's, when I was young, my mom and pops weren't never together, and but my pops was super dope. But she stayed single for a real long time. Like a real long time. Matter of fact, she stayed single so long she hid her boyfriend from me. I found out I was mad. Cause I ain't want her to be by herself, but in retrospect, I ain't like that dude. Ain't no, I told him neither. And wasn't nothing wrong. The dude was a good dude. He helped me get my first car and everything. I was just a selfish bastard. That was my mama. But now, dating is a horrible place. The streets is a horrible place now. Like, being single, and you know what? Nah, let me stop. Being single when you want to be single be fun all the time. But as soon as you want to get serious, that's when everybody gets stupid. As soon as you want to get serious. It's only bad when you want to be serious. It's fun when you don't want to be serious. But then what stop it, it's such a checks and balances. Because when you just want to have fun, you run into people that just want to be serious. And then when you want to be serious, that's when you run into people that just want to have fun. It's like a cruel joke. It's a cruel joke. And I'm talking about meeting somebody that want to be serious, want to be serious. It is. Then that take it to a whole nother level. Now you got to find out if this motherfucker crazy. Especially when you've been out there for a very long time. You be like, wait, you want to be serious? Now you don't trust them. Like, I don't trust it. Now you got to start testing them. Now you start testing them and shit. I promise, relationships is crazy. Relationship is super, super crazy. Let's see. Oh, yeah. What's up, Tiptoe? Congratulations on your computer science journey. I wish you well on it. It's very rewarding. computer science. I ain't took computer science. I'm just a computer science nerd on my own because I ain't good with school and stuff. I'm not good with following curriculums. But shout out to you. Most of my friends got a computer science degree, and it definitely paid off. Like, definitely paid off. So, congratulations on that, and good luck on your journey. For sure. Let's see. What time is it? How long have I been on here? Damn, 2 hours went by fast as hell. I would call myself I was going to be on here for a damn hour. And this is where I ended up at. But yeah, man. Let's see. It was one more. I think it was one more tag I wanted to look at and I want to ask y'all about. What y'all think about this right here? So, BT Plus green lights Martin spinoff show starring Tommy Davidson called The Barnell Hill Show. It will be produced by Martin, Bentley Cal Evans, and Jesse Collins. And if y'all don't know who Bentley Cal Evans is, this the guy that was like, Mindy, you so man. When he was at the DMV, he was like, you bring me. That's that guy down there. But what y'all think about after 50,000 years, they want to bring the Barnell Hill Show back? Now, in the comments, people already kind of like it. They waited too long. They like, oh, it already looks so unfunny. Wait, where the damn comments at? They saying it already look unfunny. I don't know. I prefer to continue watching old episodes. This would have been great 30 years ago. I want to see Pam as a producer on the show. If we get Pam, I'm in it. People coming with the gifts and emojis like, oh, here we go. This bullshit. The nervous look. Now this person was okay with it. Tommy Davidson should have been had a show for sure. Did you miss me? That episode was hilarious. So what y'all think about this? Do y'all want to see? Are y'all interested in watching the new spinoff for the Martin show? What's y'all thought process on it? I'm a watch. Well, it's on BT Plus. My wife made us get BT Plus so she can watch them hood shows, them Family Business and. And the shows be alright. It just be the production value be so low. It just be so cheap and the acting be so iffy and stuff. So I guess we'll have BT Plus and we'll check it out. We will check it out. Let's see. Tiptoe says she she bilingual. That's what's up. Who sound like your son? You talk about with the dating and stuff? Yeah, we don't be wanting to see our mom with nobody. As I got older though, I regretted though. Like I was tripping. Like I should just let up and enjoyed that relationship. But when you young, especially when you real young, like when you watch Baby Boy and stuff as a dude, you be like, and on some real stuff. When Baby Boy came out, you like this nigga's cooking breakfast butt naked in there. You might, I ain't gonna lie, somebody would have had to go. Like you not butt naked cooking in the kitchen. Like that somebody got to go, and it ain't gonna be me. Like that's he was in there being hella disrespectful. Let's see. Tiptoe learning a computer language just like learning speaking a language. Do what works best for you. Some people grind every last line of code out. Some people chat GPT the code and work backwards. That's me. I chat GPT it out. Other content creators are talking about the content creator beef. Yeah, not me. No, I'm not gonna get into that. No. First off, I don't know these niggas. First off. Second off, I can't really pick no sides because I don't watch you know, I ain't even seen the occurrence or nothing, and I can't really judge nobody off of I guess you could judge people off of their persona online or whatever, but I just ain't on here to be talking about no beef, because once you talk about the beef, whatever opinions you got or whatever you got on it, people go take it a certain kind of way. So especially for somebody like me, I'm not good to be talking about nothing like that, because if I got an opinion about somebody, it's gonna come out, and then I'll go back and forth. Like, award would be, it wouldn't even be no award to me. It'd be fun to see who could win. It'd be Jones and shit. Then it would just get too serious, and anybody got time for that. Come over here. So I don't want to be no. And what sucks, I really hate it. I was talking to Brisk about this too. I was like, man, the money is in the beef. The money is in conflict content. Conflict content is, I'm talking about, you want to make some money. Woo, getting a beef with somebody online. Oh, if you want to make some money. And don't let it be for real. Like, don't let it be for real, serious for real. I'm talking about printing money. And then talking about the beef is printing money. You know what I'm saying? However, money ain't that important to me to where I got to come on, because it's going to go too far. I joke too much, and then my opinion of people might be a certain kind of way, and I ain't got no time. I'm not getting caught up in that. And then I'm the type of person, if anybody ever came to try to beef with us, ain't gonna be no video. I'm DMing you, or I'm calling you. Like, ain't no online beef. Like, to me, ain't no such thing as internet beef to me. Like, I gotta call you. We gotta have a conversation. Like, I don't give a fuck about the money we missing out on. Me being mad ain't for consumption for no damn money. So, and I ain't talking about the beef stuff, man. It's a lot of money, but nah, no way for me. That was my number one rule. I told Briss when we first got it, I was like, look, shit go get sticky eventually, and we got two options. We can either go to war or we can sit the shit out. If we go to war, though, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna be able to keep it on no damn camera. I'm not. We gonna have to talk. I'm gonna have to see a person. So I ain't about that. I remember I had a miscommunication with somebody. I hit them up directly, like immediately. Like, I don't play that shit. And I really don't trust online beef on some real shit, because you can make too much money from it, and I don't be trusting it. My first question whenever somebody, talk about some beef online, I'll be like, is it for real? And then I'll look at it and I'll be like, then I see who it is, and you know who done watered that stuff down, like what's his name? What's that guy? He be on the No Jumper podcast, Whack 100 and them. Grown motherfuckers arguing with each other on damn Treehouse and shit. And then we got, like I said, you can make a lot of money with it, but nah, it's not for me. It's not to me. AK starting to turn on Fraudry. He was, until Fraudry called his ass on that damn live. You could tell that motherfucking Academics was moist in the draws when they called that dude on that damn whatchamacallit. Now, that's what I will do. Big people above me, any beef we talk about gonna be people up here above. They big thing. Any YouTubers where we could be, compadres, we on the same level, I ain't doing that shit. But big motherfuckers that do dumb shit, yeah, I'll talk about that all day. And Academics, nah. Now, who knows? Academics could one day wake up and realize what it is, but see, he too clout hungry. For him, all of it is content. Whether he get talked about, don't get talked about, everything content for him. If he, in his mind, if he ever meet Drake, in his head, he just think about all the girls he gonna get. That's what he think about. Just how cool he gonna look to people. That's everything he moving on. Ain't about principle. It's about appearance. It's about how it look, and how he could use that, clout for himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think he 98%, if I had to bet money, I can't see him flipping on the fraudster on no point. But if he ever do, and if he do it and it seem authentic and stuff, hey, I'll be happy for him that he was able to break out of his whole acid trip. But I don't see it happening. I don't see him flipping. All of the dry snitching he doing on the fraudster is just cause he lame. That's all that is. He's just a lame ass motherfucker. So he run his mouth and he don't think past the moment and shit, as we see. And he be drunk half the time. So I don't, how he done moved, it's not too hard to really blow up online if you have zero, if your code is I want to blow up and you willing to do whatever, say whatever, then it's kind of easy to blow up online. I'm telling you right now. And he took that easy way. He saw that Chirac shit and just ran with it. Same thing with Vlad and them interviews of hood folks. They seen it. They seen this where the engagement at. I'ma do it. And now they stuck in that cycle. Vlad, and he done ventured off. He be making money off these other people. He done set himself up a network or whatever. But Stack's still out here. This dude doing dumbass interviews with Kanye and shit. Where he had opportunity to he had an opportunity to turn it into something else, but he just sit there like a bitch and let Kanye run it. So he just about the money and shit. And now it ain't even about the money. He got enough money. Is he really want to be cool? He want to hang out with the cool kids. That's all it is, in my opinion. All right, then, Teresa Kimbrough. Let's see. You mean the beef between collective members deleted and Curtis King and Therapy? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that play out. But I'll stay away from that. And unless, hey, I'll tell you this much. Let me tell y'all this. If y'all see us go that way, I done got fired. And I'm losing the house. Yeah, that's for real, yeah. I would call Briss and be like, hey, you remember all that staying out the beef and shit, not rolling the pig with the pig? Yeah, we get in the beef and shit and roll with the pigs. I got these damn bills to pay, nigga. And I will let it be known. Beginning of the video, I'm like, I'm selling out, folks. I'm sorry, but I can't go back to drinking Kool-Aid, okay? I'm selling out. Now I'm going to start talking shit. But it will be a warning beforehand. Anyway, let me jump off this hoe. Let me go take my ass and I just ate a dope turkey sandwich. And I'm gonna make me some peanut butter pretzel chocolate things with these Reese's peanut butter things I got. So I'm gonna ride out. Let's see. Hold on. Tipso said, I heard either Therapy or his followers are body shaming Moni, calling her, oh my gosh. And see, that's why I don't want to get into the. You see how it's spreading? You see how that shit spread? And oh my gosh. And what you said was the most important. Oh wait, you said Miss He the Female that I finished listening to the rest of the CD. It actually worked, but I gotta get a new interface over there. But it was only 2 songs on there. It was just. Oh wait, you talking about the group, the Perfect. Special Generation. I did know who that was. Cause I went to Spotify and I got to listen to the whole album, and Love Me Just For Me came on. I was like, oh, I know that song. But the song I didn't know was The Spark of Love. And The Spark of Love, I done had that on repeat. That song that harmonization in that goes so crazy. And the production go crazy. I ain't know there was MC Hammer group neither. Which makes sense why they was playing the BNGB at the beginning. I Don't Want to Lose Your Love at the beginning of that Spark of Love video. But yeah, I just didn't know who their name was. And if somebody had played that song, I would have been like, I probably would have guessed it was Troop or somebody like that, or you know what I'm saying. But they don't sing good as Troop did though. I will say that. But that album was dope though. And the Love Me Just For Me, they did a remake of another song, and then they did the Spark of Love. That was my 3 favorite songs, and I think it was one more song on there. And they was the same cast this song, Have You Seen Her? And I forgot another church song. I found out they did a lot of the background vocals on Hammer's albums, man. It was sad. It was sad how they just had that one album. They was on the yacht in the video, and I'm like, wow, I know y'all broke as hell. They was living it up, but I know they went back to the hood at the end, man. Their fame is horrible. Let's see. I just had some soup and eating pretzels now. Yeah, see, and that's back to the beef stuff. The main one of the main reasons I don't ever want to get into that is because the fandoms is crazy. Once you got your people that ride with you on one side, is very dope. Like, it's very crazy how people that really ride with you. But on the other hand, online, they'll go out and do shit on your behalf without you knowing they doing shit on your behalf. Like, you ain't told them to go do nothing, and they say they about to be soldiers for you, and they going out doing shit, and then they go do whatever they do in folks' comments. Then they come back on you like, oh yeah, you sending so like, I didn't send the motherfuckers to go do shit. What are you talking about? I ain't even know that. I ain't even know they did that till you said something. I ain't said nothing about nothing. What are you talking about? And the worst part about it, when you get in the beef, is this. You get in the beef, if your followers and stuff don't go attacking other people and stuff like that, cause I try to be as human as possible on here. I try to say all my flaws on here, cause ain't nothing worse than when motherfuckers try to flip on you, or they find they be like, oh, this and the third. People be having these images of themselves, and and it's really, to be honest, being on YouTube is kind of no different than being in the machine, except you your own brand manager, your own image manager, right? And it's a lot of people that's done built up these images of themselves, they online persona and shit, right? And as soon as you ain't that persona or something like that, them same folks that was riding for you over at somebody else will turn on your ass so fast, it's a wrap. Soon as you ain't what you, so you gotta be careful on here. I don't never like all of the struggle crew and all of that stuff. Y'all is just compadres and shit. I don't even look at. I have to use word followers because that's, subscribers, because that's what it is. But I just look at it as hopefully like-minded people and shit. Like, I'm not no fan of nobody. I don't want to have no fan. Fan is short for fanatic, and fanatic means crazy. That's what a fan means. It means crazy. All right. So when you get in these beefs, then what's crazy is your fanatics, if they really want to get some power play and stuff, because a lot of these fanatics just trying to build off of being the best fanatic and then spin their own little thing up. But let them try to go dox you, like Nicki Minaj crazy ass fans, or some of the crazy Beehive fans, or you know what I'm saying? Them folks will do some unhinged shit and you be fucked up. But like I said, as soon as you break whatever image you had, they'll turn on you. So that beef shit that shit just played out, like Biggie said. You know what I'm saying? For me. But it's so much money, man. Them reply videos. You know what I'm saying? We all be waiting for them too. Like this one I ain't got into. I ain't even winning. People done send me videos to look at it. I ain't even looked at it. I don't want to be too knowledgeable of it. It do be fun when y'all tell me though. It do be fun when y'all tell me about it and shit. And if I do talk about it, it'll be I would much rather I find out just from y'all. I don't want to investigate it or nothing, because I don't want to have no opinion. You know? I don't want to have no opinion. I don't want to have no opinion. I don't want to go to war. I don't. I'm not, because war is kind of fun. And but I get mad at stuff too. I don't want to go to war. But yeah, that's messed up. They going over to Moni thing. Like, why is they doing it? You know what I'm saying? But that's why I don't want to get participated in it or report on it or become a drama channel. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to do that, man. That's not. It ain't worth it to me. It ain't worth it. And also, if you got beef with somebody, I think it's no different when people be beefing online, depending on what it is. Like, if you get fully disrespected, all right, I understand. Like, if somebody just come to you on some full disrespect stuff and they make a video about it, I understand making a video about it, depending on the circumstances. Other than that, I'm trying to call you. Like, the video, I'm gonna be like, y'all see this person DM. I done hit them up, left voicemails. I done sent them my number. I done told them we can meet up. I need y'all to see this. That will be my video. My video be 3 minutes. I'm like, hey nigga, hey, pick up the phone or answer this DM. I ain't got no time. I don't care about no money from these videos and shit. Like, we need to talk. We need to squash this for real. It'd be a very short video if I was to make a video on that. Now, and that's just it. That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because it's so much money in the beef videos. Oh my gosh. So many views. So many views. To me, a beef video ain't nothing but a check. That's it. And when I see people going back and forth repeatedly on beef videos and shit, I'm like, wow. At that point, for me, they pimping it. I'm be very honest. Like, I don't think I personally don't think you can be serious beef on video. Like, this is not how my brain operate. Like, we gotta have a conversation. Like, fuck these cameras and shit. Ain't even talk about violence. I'm talking about I gotta talk to you and see, is this real? Like, is you really on some shit? Cause I don't care about no money at that point. But it's so much money missing out on, man. But like I said, if I need to do a heel turn or something, lights about to get cut off, beef videos all day. I'm going in on everybody and their mama. Y'all know I cashed in when I come in with diamonds in my teeth. Y'all be like, you know that Suparig sold out, hoe ass nigga. He said he'd never do that. Like, the lights is about to go out, y'all. Please forgive me. And anyway, get my ass off of this thing, man. Thank y'all for chilling with me and stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do on this channel. I just like going live, to be honest. I enjoy going live, but I want to make videos and stuff. And I'm going to come on every day until something click. That's my goal, whether it's on this channel or... And the struggle stream is more for just 100% entertainment stuff. But I might do this tinfoil hat shit over here. I like talking about tinfoil hat shit. So, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, though. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this evening. I'm about to go stuff my face with food of the sugary persuasion. Hope y'all doing the same. Hope y'all have a good night. And tomorrow evening, catch us over at the struggle stream, 7:15 for me and Brisk. You know how it is. And I see y'all on the flip side. Peace out.